In the most recent issue of Captain America, the Red Skull, Nazi extraordinaire, killer of innocents, one of the biggest, baddest, worst villains in the Marvel Universe, about whom even Magneto says, F that guy, is directly compared to Dr. Jordan Peterson, a real-life public person, and I would say the comparison is markedly unfair. This is Exasperating or Explains. First, some history. The current writer of Captain America is Ta-Nehisi Coates. The announcement that he was going to write the title caused controversy right out of the gate due to his political writings and previous comments about America. I've been reading Captain America comics consistently since I started picking them up, and thought I'd still give it a try, because I like the character and who knows, maybe it's going to be a good run. Then there was additional controversy a few issues in, where the villain said that in the heartlands of America, she found a nobility that would welcome the Russians with open arms after being ignored and castigated. This hit some mainstream outlets complained that the Captain America comic just called all Trump supporters Russian sympathizers or traitors to America. Again, I thought that was a bit unfair. This is a villain's speech after all, and yes, it may reflect the author's personal views of Americans in some way, but if this reflects the author's own views, that's really a demerit to his argument because this was also a crazy villain about to torture a woman, lecturing her about how she was going to take over America. Villains have to be able to say and believe crazy and controversial things in your stories, because they are the villains. I think getting upset about this is foolish, and I would criticize it from either side of the political aisle, which has happened when people complain about a villain doing something that's not PC. Then, further into the run, I saw some rumblings of people upset that Steve Rogers goes to jail for a murder that he was framed for, that Coates was tarnishing the character and legacy on purpose because he hates America. And again, I was giving it the benefit of the doubt and thought this was unfair. As an author, you put your character through a gauntlet. You give them the harshest journey they can endure so that it will be more rewarding and triumphant to see the character succeed and come out the other side. And then we get to the latest controversy, which is to a point where I just honestly kind of give up on this. Any benefit of the doubt has been exhausted. The last issue of Captain America, issue 28, directly compares Dr. Jordan Peterson, a real person and public figure, to the Red Skull, a literal Nazi. Now, some of you may not know who Jordan Peterson is, and that's fair. He has had several brushes with fame throughout the years, mostly through videos circulating on the internet. Ooh, scary. But his primary focus is on speaking about the responsibilities that people must take upon themselves to live a better life. He wrote a book called 12 Rules for Life, clearly referenced and mocked by the Red Skull's 10 Rules for Life. I wonder which 2 rules the Red Skull cut. Could it be tell the truth, or at least don't lie? Or maybe it was set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Or assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Maybe even pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. Truly a fiendish outlook on the world. I am a dog person after all. There is no question the writer was calling Peterson to mind in this comic, as it also mentions chaos and order, which are central themes to his work. It goes on in the comic about the appeal to young men, and yes, Peterson's works have resonated with young men, telling young men looking for purpose to be responsible for themselves, to be precise in their speech, to better themselves. Okay, you know what? I see it now. That is truly the equivalent of Nazism.
Wenn ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
It's hard to know where the simple comparison within the issue ends and his actual portrayal of the Red Skull begins, as it continues throughout the entire thing. Even the simple phrase on the computer, "barbarians at the gate," was used by Peterson as a speech where the protesting crowd outside were banging on and smashing windows for the duration of the speech.
Yeah, that's, I'll tell you again too, that use of inchoate, what would you call it? Inchoate sensation is the best formulation of their argument. And there's not much difference between knocking on the doors and knocking on you.
An act trying to shut down free speech, civil discourse, and any opposing point of view. Truly, Peterson is the fascist one. Luckily, Jordan Peterson does have a sense of humor about the whole thing and has been posting and retweeting memes of the Red Skull with quotes from him to show the absurdity of the comparison. And not gonna lie, these are pretty good. and I've made a few of my own in the meantime. He even has gone so far to offer some merchandise based on the unexpected turn of events, which benefit charity. Truly a man of evil. Thanks for watching. This video was a bit different. Let me know if you liked it in the comments or by liking it. Please subscribe to the channel for more content. Bye.